May 18th, 2023, a day that will go down in Brookhaven history. It began as an unseasonably cool mid-spring evening, a typical Thursday with Brookhaven residents going about their normal daily business. At Town Hall, employees of Brookhaven Electric were preparing for the impending storm.
We knew a storm was blowing in, so we figured we'd get some calls, just minor power outages, that sort of thing.
Meanwhile, as rain began to fall over Brookhaven, a group of teenagers were kicking off a big party at an abandoned house on the outskirts of town.
Our party was lit, no cap. It was raining, but we didn't care. We just wanted to have fun.
And across town at Brookhaven Prison, everyone went about their normal routines, unconcerned with the rapidly approaching storm.
The power could go out. That's always a possibility in a storm. But we had a generator, so we weren't too concerned. Big sturdy building, backup generators. We felt like we had the safest spot in Brookhaven. We were wrong.
At 8:07 p.m., a severe storm warning was sent out by a mobile alert. The strong storm moved in with a vengeance. Pouring rain, rolling thunder, and unrelenting lightning. The Brookhaven Weather Service reported up to 20 strikes per minute during the course of the storm. 3 of those strikes would be shockingly devastating. It all began at Town Hall, where at Brookhaven Electric, the workers waited for inevitable calls about power outages.
We were at the main office waiting for the typical calls about routine power outages when, boom, everything went black.
Brookhaven Electric's substation had been directly hit by lightning, knocking out power to the entire town.
We headed out, ready to go to the substation to repair it, but we couldn't.
As part of the Electric Vehicles Initiative, Brookhaven Electric had recently switched to all electric cars. But due to an unfortunate employee oversight, someone had failed to charge the vehicles.
The cars wouldn't start. We couldn't drive.
The Brookhaven Electric employees made the quick decision to make the trek to the substation on foot, a task that would prove far more difficult than anyone could have imagined. Meanwhile, at the party on the outskirts of town, the teens had no idea how bad the storm was.
Cell service on the outskirts of town is so bad, so we didn't get any weather alerts or Instagram or TikTok notifications. We had no idea how bad the storm was or how many new followers we had.
2 of the teens decided to walk around the property in search of better cell service when the unthinkable happened. Fellow partygoer Brody Noob was struck by lightning. And then one final significant lightning strike took aim at Brookhaven Prison, where prison guard Sunny Knight was supervising 2 convicts in the prison library.
The power had gone out, but it was fine. Our generator kicked on, so things were going pretty normal inside the prison.
But then, the generator itself was struck by a huge bolt of lightning.
It happened so fast. 1 second we were having a normal night. The next, it was pure chaos.
The 2 prisoners in the library took swift advantage of the situation, using the darkness and compromised security to escape. Coming up,
We were lost.
We had to do something.
2 prisoners escaped.
need to brush up on soccer skills this summer? Sign up for Brookhaven Soccer Camp, a fun and exciting learning environment for kids of all ages. With daily instruction by local soccer legend Yeet Moody, sharing his expertise with your children.
You call that a kick? I kicked my neighbor's Have you ever even seen a ball? Stop crying! There is no crying in soccer! If somebody doesn't get the flipping ball in the goal, I'm gonna lose my mind! If you don't nail this pass right now, I will light the Easter Bunny on fire!
Don't talk to us like that! How is that for a kid?
Let your kids have the experience of a lifetime learning from a professional at Brookhaven Soccer Camp. July 10th through 14th. Sign up now. See the beauty of Brookhaven from the sky. Enjoy a spectacular helicopter tour of the entire majestic town, showcasing all the beloved landmarks like Mount Brooks, Lake Madison, Paradise Falls, the famous Twin Arches, the Cherry Road Nature Preserve, the Solar Farm, and the local junkyard. You've never seen Brookhaven quite like this. Sunset tours are also available. Come fly with us at Brookhaven Helicopter Tours. See you over Brookhaven. In Brookhaven, an intense lightning storm had knocked out power in the whole town, struck a partying teen, and obliterated the backup generator at Brookhaven Prison. The Brookhaven Electric employees, forced to travel on foot because their electric cars weren't properly charged, were fumbling through the dark, confused and disoriented as they tried desperately to make it to the substation to restore power to the town.
We were lost. It felt like we were just running in circles. I didn't know where we were going. I couldn't tell which direction was north or south or east or west. I couldn't even tell my left from my right. That's how bad it was. Meanwhile, the partying teens on the outskirts of town struggled to decide what to do with their lightning-singed friend.
We were freaking out. We didn't know what to do. Should we move him? If we touch him, would we get electrocuted too? We couldn't call for help. We didn't want to do the wrong thing, but we had to do something.
Ultimately, the teens knew they had to get their friends to the hospital fast.
We didn't know where we were. Everything was so dark. We were lost.
Alas, in the thick darkness that blanketed the town, the youngsters found it impossible to navigate. And at Brookhaven Prison, the blown generator had revealed a compromised security system, allowing 2 prisoners to escape into the pitch black night. Prison guard Sunny Knight headed out to find them.
It was like looking for a needle in a haystack. I couldn't see a thing.
The prison guard diligently searched every building in the entire town, looking for signs of the fugitives.
I knew they had to be somewhere, but where?
The town of Brookhaven was in a state of emergency and a state of confusion. Power needed to be restored, an injured teen needed immediate medical attention, and 2 fugitives needed to be captured. Coming up.
Just when I thought things couldn't get worse, they did.
We were so scared.
I was never gonna find them.
Don't let this happen. Sign up for swimming lessons at Wet and Splashy Swimming Academy at the Brookhaven Community Pool. Learn new, lifelong skills to keep you safe and having fun all summer, every summer, for the rest of your life. Sign up today and learn from Miss Patty, a certified swimming instructor with a master's degree in swimming from Aquatics University. Come to Wet and Splashy Swimming Academy and learn to swim today. It started as a mayor election and ended in murder. She exposed his criminal side and was never seen again. So many suspects. Jared from State Farm.
Death Hour.
Ingrid dips. It's not murder, it's an act of heroism. Candy.
She's my mom, wanna bet?
Former Mayor Rick.
I used to be mayor.
Edie.
I didn't do it, neither did my dog Lilac.
Luck Sports.
Jared from State Farm tried to oof me too.
Shanghai Latte.
I give Pop 3 a 3, and I give Candy a 10. Slay.
Nurse Bob.
Golly gee!
One woman on trial
I am wrongfully accused.
and a whole town searching for the truth.
We have to find out who did this.
I found a clue.
I did it.
This should be my office.
Hope you have death insurance.
Jared did it.
There's an imposter.
Based on true events. Mayors, mayhem, and murder. The story of the Brookhaven mayor election. Now streaming on Brookflix. During a night that seemed to never end, residents of Brookhaven had been plunged into darkness after an intense lightning storm. Brookhaven electric workers desperately and blindly searched for the substation.
Just when I thought things couldn't get worse, they did. The three of us got separated in the dark.
And the situation was even more tense for the teens trying to save their injured friend.
We were so scared. Would Brody be okay? We weren't giving up.
Also not giving up was prison guard Sunny Knight, determined to find the two escaped prisoners.
I felt like I was never gonna find him. But I knew I had to, even if it took all night.
After hours of running aimlessly around the unlit city of Brookhaven, the electric workers had a stroke of luck.
We found it! We found the substation!
The employees set to work right away, repairing the damage and ultimately restoring power to Brookhaven. And not a moment too soon for Brody Noob, the lightning strike victim who was barely clinging on to life.
Suddenly, the town lit up and we could see.
The group was able to navigate to the hospital, but Brody Noob's condition was dire, doctors saying if they had arrived even minutes later, it would have been too late.
We saved his life. Brody was going to be okay.
And the good news continued in the search for the escaped convicts.
As soon as the lights came on, I spotted him and I took him back to prison.
The prisoners were subsequently sent to solitary confinement for 2 months. From the moment the substation was struck until the moment power was restored was a staggering 6 hours. 6 hours of fear, 6 hours of confusion, 6 hours of total darkness. For many Brookhaven residents, it would go down as the scariest 6 hours in Brookhaven history. And it would forever be known as the night the lights went out in Brookhaven.